Welcome to session 6 of Model 2. In the earlier sessions, we are discussing about the what are the different formulas which are used for design of a sewer pipeline, and what about the hydraulic elements, different hydraulic elements for partial flow as well as running full for the sewer pipelines, and salient features of the hydraulic element charts. And also we are discussing about the some of the problems related to the design of a sewer pipeline for running full condition, for partial flow, off full, and all these things. Once you're familiar with the what about the design criteria we are taken into consideration for design of a sewer pipeline. Next we pass on to the what about the disposal of the effluents. Disposal of the effluents. So before the effluents to be disposed of by any method, usually effluents or municipal wastewater are disposed mainly by the method of dilution techniques. Dilution technique means they dispose the municipal wastewater effluents come out from the city is disposed into the running water body or lakes or ocean or nearby streams or nearby any tanks and all these things. And another thing is the disposal of the effluent for online treatment. On online treatment means the wastewater which is generated in the particular city is disposed of on the land. But before we go for disposing the municipal wastewater, it is not possible to dispose the wastewater as we wish. There is a prescribed standards is there, means there is as per the pollution control board as well as the central pollution control board, state or central, the monitoring authority is prescribing some of the values before we dispose the wastewater into the stream or on land or sea or for irrigation or whatever it may be. These standards are called as disposal standards. Disposal standards. Disposal standards is different for running water body, or online treatment, or for municipal sewers and all these things. Before we disposing the wastewater, whether it may be industrial wastewater or municipal wastewater, we bring down the concentrations of the wastewater to the disposal standards, and then only we dispose. For example, the BOD of the disposal, BOD value for the disposal of the wastewater to the running water body or for dilution is 250 mg per kg. Means we if the we bring down the concentration of the BOD of the wastewater less than 250 mg per L, and then only dispose of. Suppose if the BOD value is 1000 mg per L of any town or any city, then it is not possible to dispose that particular wastewater directly into the running water body. So for that, we reduce the concentration of BOD by giving the preliminary treatment or secondary treatment on all these things. Once it is confirmed, the BOD value of that particular one after treating is less than 250, then only you dispose of. Then only dispose of. Similarly, for on-land, similarly for ocean disposal and all these things, they are prescribed, they are given some standard values. If the effluents is having a characteristics less than the particular value, then only it is possible to dispose. Otherwise, we treat it properly and bring down the concentration to the disposal standard, and then only we dispose. Then only we dispose. It is not possible to dispose as a highest as the characteristics of the wastewater is having highest strength or above the limit value or disposal standard value. Above the disposal standard value. Therefore, before we dispose the effluent, we check the characteristics and confirm the characteristics, all the parameters of the wastewater is within the limit, within the disposal limit, and then only to dispose of depending upon the availability, depending upon the requirement and all these things. So disposal of effluents, under that objectives of sewage disposal. What are the why we go for disposing the sewage? First thing is to eliminate or reduce danger of public health by the possibility of contamination of the water supply. Means if we are not disposed properly, if you are not disposed properly, then the sewage may come in contact with the water supply or water supply pipeline or source of the water supply, and it leads to the causing pollution to the source of water supply itself. Source of water supply itself. So if it is contaminating the source of water supply itself, then it may lead to the health hazards to the consumers or publics who are depending upon that particular one. For example, if there is a septic tank is there nearby that, if you are not protecting the particular septic tank, give the precautionary measure to that particular locality, if you are not given proper lining and all these things, then the wastewater may percolate through the soil and finally it may reach the groundwater source. If it is reaching groundwater source, then it may contaminate the source itself. Once again, if the particular water is utilized for the water supply purpose, then it may lead to the health hazards to the public. To render the sewage inoffensive without causing odor or nuisance. Definitely, the sewage contains organic as well as inorganic matters and all these things. And also, due to the presence of the organic matter, definitely the decomposition of the organic matter will takes place biologically or due to the presence of microorganisms. Once the decomposition of the organic material takes place, automatically it liberates H2S, CO2, methane gas, and all these things. Once it is liberated, it may lead to the odor problem or it causes a nuisance in the surrounding area. Nuisance in the surrounding area. Therefore, we are supposed to go for disposing the particular in such a way that it is not causing any nuisance in terms of aesthetic view as well as in terms of odor and all these things to prevent the life of a fresh or other aquatic life by allowing raw sewage into the bodies of water as such means we are taken into consideration of the life of the aquatic life which are present in the sewage or wastewater water supply. So our main aim is to protect the life of the aquatic life by improving the dissolved oxygen concentration in the wastewater stream or water body stream or in the mixed water stream, mixed wastewater stream. So our main aim is to just to increase the DO concentration, which may help for the aquatic life for their survival. The destruction of fish and other aquatic life can be prevented by sewage disposal method. Means once the sewage is come in contact with the water, automatically organic matters are present in the particular one. Once the organic matters are present in the particular one, then degradation will takes place. Degradation will takes place. The DO concentration of a particular wastewater or mixed stream is goes on decreasing, and finally, there is a shortage of DO for the survival of the active aquatic life also. There is a survival of the aquatic life also. So our main aim is to, our objective is to prevent or preserve or prevent the fishes and aquatic life which are present in the mixed stream and all these things. With proper sewage disposal, the environment or the area does not become polluted, sanitary condition are maintained in the area. For good sanitary condition means we are protect the health and welfare of the society. As an environment engineer, as a civil engineer, our main is to aim is to maintain a good sanitary condition. By that, we protect the health and welfare of the society. Health is wealth. So to protect the health and welfare of the society, we are dispose the waste such a way that it should not affect on the persons who are living in that particular area. So we protect our environment means we protect our land, water, air, and all these things. So for that we are maintaining a proper sanitary condition. If we are not maintaining proper sanitary condition, which may leads to the epidemics. Once it leads to epidemics, then it may health hazard to the surrounding peoples who are living in that particular area. Wastewater disposal by dilution process. Dilution process is one of the process in which the wastewater is mixed with the water body. Water body. By that we are diluting the concentration of the wastewater, and also it is called as dilution factor. The ratio of the amount of the fresh water divided by amount of the wastewater is called as a dilution factor. So we dilute the concentration of the wastewater. By that it is possible to reduce the effects of the wastewater. By that reducing the effect of the wastewater. For example, if there is nearby to the town, if any river or stream or running, then the mix the wastewater which is generated in the particular town or city to the running water body, or dispose the waste generated in the particular city to the running water body. The concentration, once it is disposed, automatically the concentration of the wastewater is decreased, because there is no the DO concentration, BOD and all these things are above the limit in the running water body. By that, the concentration is reduced. Once the concentration is reduced, then it is easy to treat and all these things. Suppose the BOD value of the disposal wastewater is 200 mg per L. Usually in the running water body, if it is for fit for drinking water, then it is free from the BOD. So then if you mix that particular BOD wastewater with the free BOD free water, then automatically the concentration of BOD is decreased because of the dilution or mixing of the waste with the water. If you want to go for dilution process is one in which you mix the wastewater with the large quantity of water. By that, you reduce the concentration of the wastewater. The essential condition for the sewage, usually fresh sewage is free from the odor and as well as the organic matters and all these things. Even though organic matters are there, but degradation is not yet to start. And also the color of that particular one is pale yellow and all these things. Now floating and suspended solids. If you go for disposing the sewage into the running water body, it is free from the floating materials as well as suspended solids. If there is any floating materials is there or suspended solids is there, once it is mixed with the running water body, automatically it may cause health hazard, or and it is affecting on the aesthetic view of the receiving water body also. Receiving water body also. Therefore, before we dispose the sewage or into the running water body, we remove the all the floating materials which are present in the particular by using the screens and all these things, or by preliminary treatment. Even though suspended solids is there, you remove that particular by using the preliminary treatment, and then only we dispose the wastewater to the running water body to maintain the aesthetic view of that particular. No toxic substance. Definitely, if there is any toxic substance is there, toxic substance means some of the substance like dyes or pesticides and all these things. If it is present in the wastewater, definitely it may cause health hazard to the aquatic life which are living in the receiving water body. And also, if the toxic substance are there, then it is not so easy to degrade that particular toxic substance. If the toxic substance is there and say that particular water is not treated properly, and then if it is a source of water supply, then it may cause health hazard, that to carcinogenic. Usually toxic substances are carcinogenic in nature, which may affecting on the health of the person or health of the plants, animals which are receiving the particular. What about the conditions for water body? If we want to go for dilution technique, the running water body or any water body is having high DO concentration, means it is having a assimilation capacity. If the DO concentration is more, then even though decomposition will takes place due to the mixed stream, then it is having a withstanding capacity to maintain the required amount of DO for survival of the aquatic life. Once wastewater is come in contact with the running water body, automatically due to the decomposition of the microbes, the dissolved oxygen concentration of the mixed stream is goes on decreasing. If you are the concentration of DO is not maintained in the receiving water body up to the saturation level, then automatically the DO concentration may suddenly decrease. It may lead to the septic condition of the mixed stream and all these things. Therefore, the receiving water body is having a high DO concentration. Nothing being used for water supply and navigation. Once the wastewater is mixed with the running water body, the particular water is not used for the water supply as well as navigation. Okay, once wastewater is mixed with the water body, even though it is diluted, definitely some amount of or some quantity of organic as well as inorganic matters are present in the particular one, and that particular mixed stream is not meet the water supply standards. Definitely, once you if you want to decide that particular water is fit for the water supply, it satisfy the water supply standards, water supply water quality standard. If it is not satisfy the particular condition, then the particular water is not fit for the drinking purpose or water supply purpose. So Once it is mixed with the running water body, that particular water is not used for the water supply as well as for the navigation. As well for the navigation. Volume of water greater than volume of sewage. Definitely, if you go for dilution, dilution means you reduce the concentration of the wastewater. How? If the volume of the receiving water body is greater than the volume of sewage. For example, if the running water body is having a discharge of 100 meter cube per second, and sewage is having a discharge capacity 1 meter cube per second, then the volume of the sewage is too less when compared to the volume of water. Then we may go for dilution process. So here ratio is 1 is to 100. But the volume of river or running water body is only 10 meter cube per second. The volume of wastewater is around, it is also 10 meter cube per second. Then it is not possible to go for disposing the particular one because the dilation is too less. Dilution is too less. And also thorough mixing capacity. The mixing is one of the important factor which is affecting on the degradation of the organic matter. If you are not mix the wastewater with the running water body properly, then once again it leads to the septic condition which may health hazards. So thorough mixing is one of the important factors which is very important for the complete degradation of the organic matter. Usually mixing is done by, it is depending upon the velocity, current and slope and all these things. Factors affecting the self-purification of stream. So what is self-purification of stream? The automatic purification of the natural water known as the purification. Means once wastewater is come in contact with the running water body, okay, automatically the concentration of the receiving water body is goes on varies. It contains organic, inorganic, inert materials and all these things. But it is the once it is passes through, once it is moving towards the downward side, the stream is purified naturally by natural process, whether it may be physical, chemical, or biological process. Naturally, the stream, the quality of the stream is goes on improving and reach the original status at the downstream side of the flow. At the downstream side of the flow, that particular process is called as natural self-purification of the stream. Self-purification of the stream. The self-purification of natural water system is complex process that often involves physical, chemical, and biological process working simultaneously. All these things, whether it may be physical process, chemical or biological process, all these things are carried out simultaneously naturally. There is no extra force or something is not required. Naturally, the quality of the water goes on improving at the downstream side of the site at for some particular distance. After some particular time, it reaches the original status or regain its original status. That particular process is called as self-purification of stream. Self-purification stream. So, what are the factors which are influencing on the self-purification stream? First one is dilution. Definitely, the ratio of volume of water bodies to the seaway. What I have explained earlier means the capacity of the receiving water body is too high. The capacity, discharge capacity of wastewater is too less. Automatically, dilution factor is more. After once the dilution factor is more, then the purification of stream is occurs very quickly, or it is not required longer time. Within a short period, it retains its original capacity, original characteristics. Higher the dilution ratio, not appreciable reduction in the DO content. Means if the dilution ratio is more, then there is no sudden reduction in the DO occurs because the concentration is diluted very quickly and also DO concentration is not reduced due to the dilution factor. Dispersed wastewater means once again it is dispersion. Dispersion means mixing. So once the wastewater is coming in contact with the running water body, it should be dispersed as quickly as possible. Means it is not concentrated at a point of disposal only. Point of disposal only. Once it is dispersed, automatically mixing will takes place. By that, the dilution is improved. If you are not dispersed properly, once again at the point of disposal, the concentration of the wastewater is increased. By that, it may lead to the health hazard to the receiving water body. High velocity of current, reduction in time of recovery means velocity is more, automatically mixing rate is more. Once the mixing rate is more, the time required for the recovery is less. Time recovery is less. Sunlight enhance the aquatic plants to produce oxygen, and also it is acting as a disinfection. It's acting as a disinfection. Some of the microorganisms which are present in the particular wastewater or mixed stream is utilized the sunlight as a source of energy for their production or degradation of organic matter. So therefore, once the sunlight is come in contact with the running water body, automatically the microbial activities increase. By that, degradation of organic matter also increases, and also some of the aquatic plants produces oxygen, which is mainly depending upon the sunlight. So sunlight is there; it is also helpful for the quick decomposition of the organic matter. By that, recovering the original status. Sedimentation. So once the wastewater is come in contact with the running water body, if it is sediment quickly, then the top surface of the water is diluted very quickly. And also once the sedimentation solids, sediment solids or sediment at the bottom, it may reach the anaerobic digestion and the degradation of the organic fluid takes place. Removal of suspended solids by settling means it is very easy. If the sedimentation is occurs automatically, it is go and settle at the bottom of the stream. Once it is goes and settle at the bottom of the stream, then it is degradation will take place anaerobically. It is not affecting on the running water body. Anaerobic decomposition due to the settled solids. Temperature is also one of the important factors which is influencing on the rate of degradation of the organic matter. Otherwise, self purification of stream. Self purification of stream. Usually, the saturation value of DO at a normal temperature is 9.17 mg per L, and also the DO concentration of the stream is depending upon the temperature also. Temperature also. So higher temperature increases solubility of oxygen in water. The temperature is more, the solubility of oxygen in water is increases. The temperature is decreases, then solubility is decreases. Once the solubility of oxygen decreases, the rate of degradation of the organic matter is decreases. Means microbial activity is decreases. Microbial activities decrease. Once the microbial activity decreases, so therefore the self purification phenomena will be reduced, or it takes longer time. It takes longer time. High temperature causes less self purification stream because the DO concentration or otherwise solubility of oxygen is also influenced by the temperature. Influenced by the temperature. Oxidation, capacity of stream to absorb more oxygen means the it is called as reoxygenation. Usually the capacity of streams to absorb more oxygen is increased with the oxidation process, and also the total surface area of the water which is exposed to the atmosphere is also one of the factors which is influencing on the particular one. Because the total area of the water surface which is exposed to the atmosphere is more, automatically it absorbs more oxygen. Total area of exposure is less, the total absorption is less. The reduction process is also one of the factor which is influencing on that particular one. In the process of reduction, usually it is anaerobic digestion which takes place, and it is occur due to hydrolysis of the organic matter and all these things. Due to the hydrolysis, which may produce H2O, water, carbon dioxide, and all these things, this is also affect the self purification of the stream. Means a reduction process is also one of the factor which is influencing on the self purification of the stream. So some of the MCQs related to the self purification of stream. Which one of the following is the basic indicator of river health? It is DO concentration. Means DO decreases, which indicates the particular river is affected by some of the organic matter present in the particular one. DO concentration is more than the river is having a capacity to receive the wastewater up to some extent. Means it is free from the BOD, COD, and all this. Otherwise, it's very simple word, free from organic matter. What is the minimum amount of DO required for life survival of aquatic animals? Usually it is 2 mg per L, but it is mainly depending upon the type of the aquatic life. Some of the fishes are very sensitive. Okay, and some of the fishes are having a capacity to withstand even though it reaches 2 mg per L. Some of the fishes are having a capacity only up to 5 mg per L. Below that, it may lead to the death. Oxygen demand, oxygen demanding waste improves DO. It is false. In the concept of self-purification natural streams, complete the following traces. Solution to the pollution is dilution. Dilution is one of the method we are adopted to reduce the concentration or reduce the pollution. Dash is accomplished by the replacement of oxygen lost of bacterial degradation of organic waste It is gas transformer. On which of the following does the sulfuric process does not depend? It is not depending upon the aquatic species. It is depending upon the volume, flow rate, temperature, and all these things. Flowing water bodies recover rapidly. Yes, if you compare to the stagnant water, the flowing water bodies recover rapidly because the natural phenomena occurs very quickly. In the flowing stream, breakdown of degradable waste by bacteria dissolved oxygen. It is depletes the dissolved oxygen concentration due to the decomposition of the organic matter present in the particular water. Oxygen in water is consumed during the aerobic biodegradation of the organic compounds. It is true. The aerobic bacteria are utilize oxygen as a source for degradation of organic matter. The rate at which oxygen is dissolved into the water from the atmosphere is proportional to the deficit of the oxygen in the water. Yes, it is true. And deficiency is more, automatically the dissolved oxygen is enter into the water is more. Otherwise, absorption capacity is more. Thank you.